Hey friends, you get voice over me today. I have travel plans coming up this weekend and I have my mind buzzing with 1,000 different things. And I thought that this week's midweek video should be something a little bit more relaxed. So the first half is just going to be a little bit of a vlog of me sort of puttering around the house and doing things, and then we'll do a painting together. You want treats, Pixel? Say please. Yeah, good girl. Alright, stand up. Good girl. So talented. There's been plenty to do in preparation for my travel plans. I'm just sort of getting my affairs in order and trying to take it easy as much as I can because travel can be stressful. I also wanted to show you a clip here of me practicing with my hula hoop. In 2020, I taught myself how to hoop after watching in envy at other people do it. And it's really fun, it's very good exercise, and it's just another form of dance, and I really like to dance, so it's good to burn a little energy. I sat down this afternoon to play with my Mia watercolors again. I wanted to be able to broaden my color palette from the last painting that I did with them. I chose 2 pictures from my favorite Creative Commons image website, which is pexels.com, and both images had a lot of blue in them, but the first one also had a lot of magenta, and I love magenta. And I realized that this set of paints is currently the only that I possess that has magenta in it. So it was really exciting to sit down and play and sort of work in a limited color palette for a change. The camera angle in this is a little wonky. I just started filming and I didn't even think I would use it, but I wanted to post something up for my Wednesday video, so I just left the camera running while I was working. I have been going back and filling up the opposite pages in my watercolor sketchbook because they were empty, and technically you can paint on both sides of these pages. I did find it a little bit challenging because the previous side of the page had already been painted and this is not the best watercolor paper in the world. So unfortunately that meant that the paper had already been a little bit warped from the previous page's painting, but I still wanted to be able to fill every page with some kind of color, so there was no reason to let that obstacle hinder me too much. So for the second portrait that I'm doing here, I decided that I wanted to finally play with some masking fluid that I bought back when I first bought my watercolors. I'd been too scared to use it up until this point, but it seemed like a good candidate for it. This image of this lady is all pretty much monochrome. The entire thing was just lit in this very deep blue. It's quite a dark image, but on the side of her face and on her neck and shoulder were dots of this UV paint that she had splattered across her, and I thought it looked really cool. So I thought that using the masking fluid would be a helpful tool in getting that effect on her, since the rest of it was going to be so dark and I was going to have to do so much layering. I'm quite excited for my trip. I get to see my boyfriend for the first time in like 2.5 years, which is going to be wonderful, and I really can't wait. But, you know, travel plans are stressful, so I really wanted to sort of sit in my comfort zone for a little while and work on portraits, since that's something that I'm very familiar with. I'm really enjoying working in watercolor these days, so it was nice to sort of sit, relax, have a cup of tea, put some music on, and just sort of enjoy myself and the process. I did wait until the end to do the hands. They're always the most intimidating to me, even now. I had also put some masking fluid on some of the highlights of her lips, of the points of light in her eyes, and on certain highlights on her hand. She's wearing a few rings that are made of metal, so of course I wanted to get like the brightest possible shine on the metallic parts. And there's me rubbing off the masking fluid and adding the little dots of color to her face. I actually really like how the second portrait turned out a little bit better than the first one. I think I was a little too sloppy with the first one. I hope you have enjoyed this relaxing paint session with me. My Saturday night video will go out as scheduled. I hope you're all having an amazing week, and until I see you again, ciao everyone.